what to do after your athletes lose the championship game. In this video, I am going to provide a few sports psychology and performance coaching tips to help your athletes recover from losing the championship game. I am a huge sports fan. I have been cheering on the Iowa Hawkeyes during March Madness. The Iowa Hawkeyes needed to beat the South Carolina Gamecocks in the championship game to finish off the season as champions. Last season, the Hawkeyes beat the Gamecocks in the NCAA Final Four semifinal game to advance to the championship game. This year, both teams played each other in the championship game, and the Iowa Hawkeyes needed to take down the Gamecocks to win the championship. The Hawkeyes lost a tough game against the Gamecocks, 75-87. For the second year in a row, the Hawkeyes fell short of winning a championship. The previous year, the Hawkeyes lost against the LSU Tigers. Caitlin Clark is the best college basketball player on the planet right now. The only thing the Hawkeyes did not accomplish with Caitlin Clark as a member of the team is winning a championship. Clark and the other seniors on the Hawkeyes team were aiming to finish off their college careers at the pinnacle, which is in college basketball, win the NCAA championship. They fell one game short again this year. The Hawkeyes got off to a great start. They started the game on fire and jumped out to a 10-0 lead. The Hawkeyes needed to maintain their hot shooting for the entire game, or grab a few more rebounds, or disrupt the South Carolina offense from finding a rhythm on the perimeter. Unfortunately, it did not happen. The Gamecocks found their offensive rhythm in the second quarter, and from there, they never relinquished the lead. The Hawkeyes struggled from the field in the second half. It was like there was an invisible lid on the basket in the second half. The Hawkeyes needed to maintain their hot shooting for the entire game to overcome the lack of size in the paint and on rebounding that the Gamecocks had the advantage of. The Gamecocks did a great job of also limiting Iowa's second chance opportunities. Despite struggling from the field in the second half, the Hawkeyes were not going down without a fight. It has been a common theme all season long that they continue to fight until the game is over. The Hawkeyes gave the Gamecocks a late scare in the fourth quarter. They cut the Gamecocks' 14-point lead down to 5 with possession of the ball. Unfortunately, the officials made a call that went against the Hawkeyes that prevented them from scoring. If they had scored on that possession, the game would have turned into a one-possession game. Under pressure, the Gamecocks may not have played so freely or shot the ball as freely or as confident. And if the Hawkeyes had scored, then the outcome of the game could have been different. But unfortunately, the officials made the call. The Hawkeyes also did not get other calls that they probably should have gotten. The Gamecocks traveled quite a few times in the paint during the game, and the Hawkeyes never got those calls. And but that is something that is not under their control. It was just really bad timing for the example that I gave. They were down 5 with possession of the ball. If they had scored, it would have turned into one possession game, and that would really put the pressure on South Carolina to score. And under pressure, you never know if a player is going to crack, then the outcome of the game could have been different. From there, the Hawkeyes struggled from the field for the rest of the game. Caitlin Clark finished her career with a 30-point game that right now does not mean much to her because she and the Hawkeyes are heartbroken that they finished runner-up in the championship game and did not win the championship and the trophy and did not get to cut down another set of nets. How to help your athletes recover from getting their heart broken by finishing runner-up in the championship game. Allow your athletes to take a few days off to calm down and digest the game. Let them do non-sports related activities to get away from it, to rest their mind and their bodies. Don't talk about the game immediately after the game. As sports parents, please don't talk about the game immediately after the game. My rule when it comes to crushing losses like this one is to wait at least 24 hours. 48 hours or 72 hours is even better. Also, it is perfectly normal for your athletes to feel upset, mad, and angry about the outcome of the game. They most likely would beat themselves up for not making more shots, for not making more shots from the perimeter, for missing layups, for not rebounding the ball, for turnovers. Let them be upset. Let them get all their emotions, their thoughts, their frustrations out of their system. But here is the thing, set a time limit, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 20 minutes for a few days. And then after the time is up, they cannot think about it or talk about it for the rest of the day. Doing this for a few days helps your athletes get it out of their system, and it doesn't allow them to dwell on it either. It gives them time to get it out of their system without dwelling on the outcome of the game. Next, to boost your athletes' confidence, get them to write down their achievements from this season. It is very easy for your athletes to forget the other achievements that they did this season or during their careers because they are so heartbroken and so focused on not winning the big one, which is the championship. yes, the championship is important and it's the pinnacle, but it is not the only thing they accomplished during this season. For example, for the Hawkeyes, they won more games this season than any season with Lisa Bruder as coach. They also won the Big Ten tournament for the third straight year. They qualified for the NCAA tournament. They won 5 games to advance to the championship game. Your athletes also got a chance to play in the championship game, which is a big accomplishment in of itself. I know you're heartbroken. I know you're frustrated. I know you're mad, but at least you had a chance to win the championship by getting a chance to play in the championship game. Think about it. If you don't make it to the championship game, you won't even have a chance to play to win the championship. Also, for Caitlin Clark, she broke many records this season. She set the 3-point records for most 3-point shots made by an NCAA Division I basketball player. She also scored the most points per season by any one Division I women's basketball player. All right, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Leave any questions you have in the comments below. I will come back later and check the comments for questions. Book your free call with the link below this video and find out more about how Driven to Peak Performance increases your children's chances of getting and keeping an athletic scholarship for college. All right, everyone, take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Take care. Bye.